feeling good, smelling good, eating good, drinking good, thinking good thoughts, having a good time, sharing good energy with good people and good places, doing good things. Look, so listen, the first download that I got was like something about a pie, and I instantly thought of like this deck that I have that has this pie here. But when I started to look for it in the deck, right? The next thing that happened, and usually, I don't come back telling you something after the fact, but the next thing that happened was I automatically thought of this card because it felt like, and I was like, well, there was a hand that was out, but no, and I knew that this card was going to be the one scratching the hand. But I want to explain something here, okay? Because of the way that the hand is. And I don't know who this is for, but maybe this is someone who's superstitious. But if your left hand itches, that does not mean that you're going to be losing money. You may be giving money out to people and places and things, right? But the right things, because you're making the right choices, right? But it also means that you are putting money in your hand because you're able to give. Like, you have to understand. That's why in this picture, look at the motioning. It's the dice, right? In that 7 energy. It's also the hand being scratched like this. You can tell it's the same side, right? But there's money in the hand. So don't worry about it, because everything that this is like, there's so much, like there's a whole pie. You know what I mean? Like, the whole pie is actually yours. So don't trip off of being in a position to be able to, is how you should look at it. Being in the position of being able to, because this is that opportunity where you actually wanted to be able to give to people who were, or give more to certain people. I just want to say it like that. The things that you've been patiently waiting to do, that's what this is bringing in. And then I shuffled around to see if anything else was going to come out. So basically, I was looking for this one. And when I went to look for the pie one, the piece of the pie one, which was the download, I immediately thought of this one because there's hands in these 2 cards. That's probably why. And you're in receive mode, right? So, then, and I feel like you always are because you're patient, but then the 7 of Pentacles came out when I shuffled, and I was like, oh, okay. And then I shuffled a little more to see if anything else would come out. Nothing else came out. But then when I stopped, finally, it was on the Ace of Pentacles. Ace of Pentacles. I'm sorry, Ace of Cups, but that's like a creative, but it was giving Pentacles vibes still. Yeah. But it's like you have the right of mind for everything like that you're receiving. So you got this. It was just really literally an energy of like everything that you're receiving, you're going to make sure that it is valued and appreciated, etc., appropriately. So there's no like misunderstanding of what you'll be, rewarded with. And that's why so much of your connection has been going on in I guess more of a galactic omnipresence is what I heard just now. So this is something that was, built and understood and created, before this existence here. So all right, here, look, first one out, the Emperor. I am not surprised. I am not surprised. Not surprised at all. Look, well, oh, did you see the card? Because they're a little racy, just so you know. A lot of racy, because he's holding that wand. So, oh, okay. Okay, so I'm getting the energy of like the Emperor is in the Emperor energy, because Divine Masculine maybe just focused on kind of Divine Masculine. Yeah, as much as I'm like pushing the card out of the way too. So it's very much giving like Divine Masculine is doing his own thing. He knows what fills his cup up. He knows what's right from wrong. He's not letting anybody else put him in a position of passion, with the except for whom he wants and desires. And there's like no funny business. There's no side dishes. It's all healthy and good eats over there. I don't know. That's just what I see. Look, there's food. I gotta cover this up a little bit. There we go. I think that's the only thing I need to cover up. So, because what I'm covering up is the wand in his hand, okay? But there's food on the floor, right? There's a plate of food on the floor fruit on the floor that's being eaten, been eaten. There's this waterfall-like statue in the background that's got, you know, looks like the Empress energy, kind of gushing, you know. Yeah. And then the card that I decided to cover it up with for whatever reason ended up being the King of Pentacles. So I feel like everybody's focused on the money right now. Actually, this is completely covered up, so I feel like I can show this one. But that's the energy it's giving. Okay? And what the other download I got was that everyone was healing right now. Like that's what the Nine of Cups. Yeah. So if you pull your own cards is what I'm hearing, and you're getting this Nine of Cups energy, this is what it represents. Or if you've seen that or been hearing that and you're like, wait a minute, this is what is actually representing in your relationship. Ooh. And the Knight of Wands is giving some good energy too. Oh, and the Queen of Wands. Okay, yeah. Okay, and that was also part of the download. Yeah, because Divine Masculine, you know, there's a different delectableness about Divine Feminine. You know what I mean? There's a difference. You know, the high vibration breeds a high vibration, right? So it's different, you know what I mean? Especially when you're in it, because just like everything else, if it's different to be in a divine being's energy, then imagine what being inside a divine being's body is like. I'm just supposed to deliver a message today, and I don't feel like I'm being explicit or anything like that. But that's maybe something that everybody's been kind of pondering, like, why is she so insatiable? Why is she so this? If she's supposed to be this? Well, that's kind of built in because there's this aspect of love. So beauty has to be, you know, beautiful to the eye of the beholder, right? And I guess it just so happens these two kind of value and behold the same type of beautiful images for themselves and in this lifetime, which makes them have a special affinity for one another. And you know, but it's not like either of these individuals aren't good looking, but that's also why people hate on it. It's like, well, you're already look good. But it's like, yeah, well, so let me have someone that, you know, matches my fly. You feel me? Like, why am I not supposed to have somebody that matches my fly? Like on every level, that really gets me. And the things that we do are the things that we do, you know, and it's not really everybody's business. But there are things that these individuals will share. Yeah. Because I'm getting, yeah, Seven of Cups. It's just giving like an overflowing, overflowing opportunities to share with other people. Ooh. Yeah, other people on how to obtain that same type of vibrant love and affection and affinity with another person. Yeah, how to create that magic. Because what I'm understanding, like I'm seeing the candles here is magic, but I'm not getting like spell work. I'm getting like divine understanding and knowledge of how to hold oneself in order to create the atmosphere of attracting your divine masculine or your divine feminine. That's what I'm getting here. 10 and 7. It's what that looks like. Yeah. Like knowing when and what, where, how, etc., etc., etc. Like when to focus on what, you know, not putting anything before thyself kind of energy as well. Like exactly. And people, you know, sometimes give other people, you know, a hard time for self-love, but it's important that you do that every single day. That's what keeps you attractive is what I'm seeing here. Like, this is what keeps you attractive to the competition, but with respect to your person, that's what makes their love and your love kind of conquer one another. Oh, yeah, yeah. There's also this divine connection, too. You know what I mean? There's some bond that cannot be broken. It's not, yeah. They don't get in the habit of saying see you next lifetime because they know that because they know that each and every time they connect, like, oh, because it's this like, okay, from origination to, you know what I mean? When you meet your true love, that's the other. Some people don't want to believe in that, but you don't have to, you know, the other piece and part of you don't have to. But I feel like, well, why wouldn't the divine creator create something like that? It feels absurd to me to not believe in that for myself. You know, and so if people want to say, oh, well, you're just, you know, thinking that you're God, well, you know, maybe I am in the aspect of like, you know, I am the, you know, the lead person in my movie. I have to be. I can't let someone else do it for me. So, you know, no one's going to think for me. Is the energy I get from the individuals on this table. Okay, so there were also, and I don't know why, but I do know why, because when I started to prepare to sit down and do this reading a bit early, Spirit said, no, go sit with your angels. And that came up in this deck here. Yeah, it's still here. So I sat down for a bit and I went ahead and kind of meditated on it. And then I was told to kind of look at the stacks of cards that I wasn't using for this reading, which I already knew because I had pulled out the ones I was using. But when I, oh yeah, okay, so hold on. So it's like, you're not telling everything. Okay, so some of the other downloads were for someone who is concerned that they're not in childbearing age and they haven't had any children yet. Well, yeah, plenty of women have had, you know, children in their 50s even, you know. I know people personally that have had children, you know, after they were 45. You know what I mean? So there's something important about that information. And then especially if they keep their body up well. And if they're divine beings, they're sent here for a divine purpose, right? So there's really no, you know, no big concern. You know what I mean? So there's no need for any type of energy like that. Yeah. And so there's, you know, there's no opportunities too, is what I'm hearing. Yeah. Because, and it's good. What I'm understanding is like, it's good that people speak up, like, and kind of voice their opinion. So maybe that was another download too. Like, don't get angry because people are going to have a lot of questions for you and want to, like, you know, kind of, it feels like kind of probe you in a way. And that's also why I took this set of cards to come out too. So I'll use that too, because that was a part of the reading. But people kind of want to probe you and know this and know that in this next move. But, it's fine. And then you don't have to answer the phone for when people call you, but when you're, you know, with them, you know, just, you know, don't worry about them seemingly being hostile against you or, you know, disagreeable initially. It may just be a tactic to see if you're going to speak openly about how you feel or if you're going to kind of dumb yourself down in this next phase. Yeah. And, I want to say is your person and you kind of both know that like you loved each other. You guys have always known that it was like it actually was love, but you weren't looking for that. But you knew that it had to be like some type of innocent knowledge and understanding, which it is, right? It feels this person feels a part of the void of your inner child that is to be met by your partner. You know, that's you know, I'm getting the Facts of Life song in my head, even though nobody has them, right? But I'm just trying to help us to see things that may make things, you know, a bit more clear and concise. So this card was also there, right? This card was also there. And I feel like this is a very important message for Divine Feminines, because I feel like Divine Feminines, you're in the hot seat right now. You're gonna be held responsible for your stinking thinking right now. So if there's anything that's kind of putting you into a negative mind state, you need to kind of get out of that, because it's not, you know, whatever you struggle with is what your person also struggles. But I feel like in this instance, Divine Masculine is kind of just looking at you. You know what I mean? And there's some corrections in your mind, your consciousness, your awareness, your understanding that you may have even apologized for recently or something. But you realize that your heart and your head are both very powerful. So you understand that like this love and, you know, the way I think about it, the way I, you know, project energy towards it, etc., etc., etc. There may be some initials V or I that are significant. But yeah, this person and you know, are going to cater to one another. I feel like this is, yeah, significant. Yeah. Okay. Of course, winner's circle. There was, again, this whole part of it was supposed to start off talking about children. So this may be the number of children that you've already had. This may be the number of children that you have. This may be have together. I don't know, but it was all about children. So the number 5, these may be significant to you. There may be a daughter. Maybe they're including grandchildren. I don't know. November, December is maybe some significance. Something about 2 could be 2 days, 2 months, 2 weeks, whatever. It could be 1 day, 1 month, 1 week, 1 year, etc. 4 and 3, Sun. And then 8 and 7 also came out. And it was funny because I was reading my grandmother's book before I started this. And there was a lot of significance coming in from there too. But she's one of those specific individuals who had 8 children. And then this came out as well. And I can confirm this. You'll have extra money soon to be extravagant, right? So well done. married. So I want to say that if this isn't for someone who is already married, it's for someone who is wanting to be married, is confirming for themselves that they'll be, yeah, because of this mental clarity in there. Yeah, it's confirming for themselves that they want, need, desire, deserve, are ready for, all those different things that you need to be, that full mental clarity. It's that, you know what I mean? That King of Swords energy. I love it. Intellectually focused. Like, this is the truth for this kind of, authoritative, mindset. And it's like, it can't be, competed with, because it is mental clarity and rational thinking. It's not a misplacement of, I'm getting heart chakra energy. And I think that's what the green is about. Maybe that's why I was told to sit with my angels and guides for a little bit longer. But yeah. Hey, main male, this is for you to keep that positivity. You are attracting this change and agreement. I feel like even with self, or like with, with self, your highest self, for tranquility. Because I feel like that's really important to divine masculines, are that they get someone that will be their peace. Because again, that's what men say all the time, right? But that's why it's like, yeah, this is that mental clarity, that peace, like that peace person, I guess, that also is a part of and can help create, and is going to be responsible for, in a certain aspect of creating infinite abundance with you. Yeah, that's why these oracle cards are here, is what Spirit's saying. Yeah, if anybody doubted that, because I had no rhyme or reason or understanding. Yeah, okay. And then there's some type of thing like, there's some confirmation from divine feminines, in like, where there can be some understanding like that their expectation is true and real. Cancel, clear, and delete. Like, don't, again, that stinking thinking, because that this is kind of judgment in your favor as well. Not, this is kind of, you do, because there are additional things that come with it. And this base chakra, so I feel very much so like this is a total place of like healing. And at the base of your life force energy has been restarted. I'm almost 100% certain. Yeah. I feel like people are giving you information just because they already know that you know. So people, that you come in contact with, may say things that you are like, wait, and it resonates in a whole different way for you. Like, there may be some, yep. If you want to see that happen, Spirit is saying, if you want to see that, confirm for yourself that the sacral chakra energy has been restored back to you, go ahead and ask for proof. Go ahead and ask for finite proof that you have conquered that, so that you can be concerned, be concerned about where you are, either be relieved of concern, is what I was told to say. Be relieved of concern. Yeah. Oh, yes. Because there's this whole like manifestation that you put together for this law of attraction, to be able to really put your love and light, I don't know, like receive that light and love type of energy from, I don't know, maybe even a goddess energy. Like, I don't know. This base chakra is really pulling it all in. Children. And that's the whole point of the purification, is what Spirit is saying, so that you can have the courage to be the kind of support and receive the kind of support that you want to receive. Yeah, put it into kind of all the old ways, and really be the author, and create this environment of protection and wisdom, and that you always knew that was going to be a part of your journey forward in life on your pathway. Very interesting. Ooh, listen. Yeah, you're practicing, like what you're doing is a part of Ascended Masters practice. You're doing, maybe by speaking up or speaking with people about the things that you've learned and helping them to see it. Because it doesn't even have to be like out publicly. It can just kind of be like in, maybe even people that you meet in public places and environments, where they seem like I feel like you're offering them some type of protection by being able to, because you're in a leadership environment. So yeah, you're schooling them. That's what Spirit is saying. Yeah, you're schooling them. And you've created this kind of mindset by being in duality with spirit is what I'm saying. By you are supported in what you're doing, you know, though people may want to try to present something or like maybe offer any past life issues or anything like that. But you know, you're the privileged lady that maybe people tried to imprison, maybe try to keep you in despair about occupation or who you were supposed to be with, or that you would never find somebody, but you realize that you don't follow someone else's rules for your life. You create it within yourself, you know, and you're willing to forgive anybody, you know, and anybody that's not supposed to be in your life or be able to have access to you are protected from. That keeps coming out a lot. So maybe someone isn't, you know, is trying to confirm that. But yeah, you're in this whole complete type of energy. This is, you know, again, the adjudication is coming out. This is a communication from spirit. You know, this is your journey. This is your life path. This is what you're doing. This, you have a part to play in this whole spiritual teaching aspect of life and understanding of life, etc. Yeah, you need to continue to visualize success. And of course, if the more you do that, the more you get that. Yeah. Success, especially in love, Spirit is saying, because this is a reading, love reading. Yeah. And helping others to learn how to heal themselves for love. Okay. Okay, thank you. I'm going to leave that deck alone. I'm going to go ahead and pull out. Okay, let me pull out this one, because I feel like this gets to the core of kind of like helping. So I'm hoping that we'll get one for Divine Masculine, one for Divine Feminine, but I feel like we might get one card because they're mirroring one another, but I don't know. All right. Thank you. In unusually challenging situations, the ways we have supported ourselves during more ordinary times are insufficient. We need to be open to divine inspiration, protection, and proceeding in new ways. Here is a potent of unexpected success. Oh, a portent. See, I'm not tripping. It's a portent of unexpected success. That's why I was thinking of that. And in all ways is what I'm hearing. Even if everything appears to be going against you, the tide shall turn through divine grace. And that's what I feel like too, is like people are realizing your grace, actually. You know what I mean? And, you know, for Divine Feminine, it's, you know, different for the two of you. Maybe, you know, for Divine Feminine, people didn't always see that you know, I don't know. I don't know. That's what makes you kind of mystical in a way. And Divine Masculine is like the people closest to you saw you in a certain light. And for Divine Feminine, it's like they had no clue who you were because nobody was close to you. With Divine Masculine, it was like everybody was close to you. Everybody was a part of your life. Everybody was, you know, seemingly there for you. I'm just leaving it at that. I ain't gonna, you know, this is a love reading. Yeah. Keep my mouth closed. Okay. Yep, because the focus is the Queen of Specimens. All right. The one that really, that's a specimen, just so you guys know. That's just a specimen there. I don't want anybody to be confused. It is not attached to anything. It is a specimen. Yeah, I get there's an energy of like no regret, because it's like the two that were put together were actually, you know, the perfect potion. You know what I mean, Jelly Bean? Yeah. With the 10 of Pentacles on the bottom. It sounds like something people be talking about in their readings. You know what I heard somewhere? That they had given out information to specific law enforcement officers about what to do and how to respond if they come into contact with a UFO. And then there was something else that I was watching. Well, I'm not even going to get into all it was conspiracy theories right now. This love reading. That's the other thing too. Things will want to distract you, but I feel like every time something does come, you always end up right back towards Divine Masculine or Divine Feminine. Like you continue to like see which way to place your focus. And it's like, oh, I guess some people might be trying to play, it's not big bank take little bank. It's big probe take big. Yeah. It's basically two probes. It's big probe take little probe in this instance. Yeah, because you got to be a little probe if you can't even go within. Yeah. That's what yeah. And yeah, it kind of falls on that whole energy of like those who are afraid of, you know, the unknown. Yeah, those aren't people that are able to stand tall enough. You know what I mean? It is what it is, though. Yeah. So just so you know, that's the Queen of Wands here. I get there's like this whole thing, like this person, I feel like this person cannot hide, because the card was actually an upright. Like, this person cannot hide how attractive they find you to themselves. Because I get this like third eye energy on her too. It's like, yeah, and this person almost feels like mystified by you in some way, shape, or form. And they wonder if like you have that same energy for them. And it's like, yeah, do you think I can actually contain that? Like, do you think that that's going to not be the same, issue, or that's so funny. It's like the Ace of Specimens splashing out. Like, yeah, you think I'm not gonna have the same problem with trying to contain, that. Yeah. I got a lot of sexual energy too before this reading started. Yeah, it's like I wouldn't have transformed and tried to do any of this if I didn't want to be, in love in the right way. Is what oh, this is too cute. This is too cute. Because it's like, the card was like this, but I flipped the deck over and it was like, yeah, this is really good energy too. I love that. And I already knew people were going to try to, combat it, but I was like, you can't even do that. I'm going to pull a few more of these really quick because I feel like there are a few questions. Ooh, yeah. Look at this. A few questions that maybe some of the individuals are like thinking, and yeah, I feel like there's going to be a lot of shared sentiment and understanding and like passion, desire. There's a mutual missing of each other, like hearts space. But that's look what just flipped out, guys. I wasn't confused about speaking on that. If anyone's ever like, oh, she's just looking at whatever, like, yeah, you can forget about that energy. That's not how we roll over here. Yeah. This is about true love, real love. It's not about no fake somebody coming in. Like, if you're thinking about somebody for somebody else, and this is going positive, and this is a communication too for any karmics out there. You need to know that like you don't have any control over this. This is not your Eight of Cups. So like trying to be over here and put some misplacement of energy, that doesn't, that communication won't even come through is what I'm understanding. The focus is too real. Yeah. Look, I said the focus too real. Then I looked at the cards, and then I turned the cards over and looked at them actually. So rewind it when you get a moment. And then I saw the Strength card. But yeah. Yeah. These two have conquered whatever it is that they needed to conquer within themselves. Yeah. To have this Ace of Cups. Man, I don't have to make this up. Same one this here. Oh, yeah. What's behind that? Yeah. Yeah. Nobody's really trying to hold back from their knowledge of who they are, what they want to do. Yeah. Hierophant energy. Yeah, it's just not anybody's business. That's why nobody, gets to know. Look, the Strength card was popping out. Yeah. That's why nobody gets to know. Oh, yeah. Yeah. It's kind of like people never thought, like, what will be revealed here is like people never thought that like miracles could happen. People never thought that a person could change. People never thought that, you know what I mean? And it's like, well, when a man decides to change or a woman decides to change for something that they feel like they deserve, there's no really standing in the way of that. It's just like the moment you think about it, it actually becomes yours. And it's the fact that you're able to keep consistent in that mindset. Yeah. Yeah. And not be afraid to cut off anything else that doesn't, actually represent what it is that you want. That's all it is, That's really all it is. Yeah, that's how you get here. That's that Eight of Wands again, the communication. All right, let's see. I think there's only 2 more decks that I'm going to do, and then I'm finished on this. Yeah, look at this. Again, the moon illuminates here on this table. We don't sit thinking that the only place for understanding and knowledge is by knowing things that people want us to know. We educate ourselves. We you know, have committed ourselves to having, you know, some type of achievement within our spirit and our soul. Yeah, that brings us this, you know, I feel like it's an unexpected surprise, even though you had to expect it to manifest it, but it's like, ooh, just like everything else that you know, manifest, you know, and it's being in this energy of no negotiation, no doubt, no speculation. You know what I mean? Like, hey, no, I'm not even going to speculate. I'm not even going to speculate, doubt, and negotiate or negate what I know to be true. Yeah, it says just say in the background. I never really paid attention to that before. It says just say no. Like when people try to come at you with that negation, doubt, speculation, that's again, don't get distracted, focus, breakthrough vision. You know, the pressure only makes diamonds. Yeah, people are going to tell you that it's going to be pressure, but it's like, you know, it's about knowing how to start each day with a decision and understanding and mindset of wholeness, you know, and allowing life to really be lived to its fullest. Because I felt like, because this is one of my like scariest things to do. That's also why I see it as like facing fears, like the unknown courage to have the thrills in life that you really want to have. Because I really want to go on a hot air balloon ride, but I know like I don't know, I feel pee in my socks and I don't even have socks on, so because I feel like, yeah, I know that, like, I know I'm afraid of heights. Like, I know the feeling that I get when I watch people in that. Yeah, like when I look at people through the hourglass. Yeah. But it's also it's because it's this joy and this rebirth of, like, spirit and energy. Oh, as soon as I said energy, the card comes up. Yeah, that was, and it's due time, you know? Okay. That card was the tea, so let me look at my teacup too things. Oh, this is the thing too. Okay, this is the download too. What's on this tea bag. Because I was told to go make this tea before I came to do the reading. Okay, anyway, it says, when your inner and outer worlds harmonize, your relationships do too. Well, look at that. Life. And you don't know what these say until you get it out. That's what I kind of like about it too, like the mystery. That's the same kind of mystery. You want the tea, you gotta open the bag and read the tag. You know what I mean? Like, don't be afraid to turn the tag around and read it. Look and see what it says. Yeah. Yeah. Aw. And it's kind of like, yeah, your heart has always had this inclination of knowing that, like, when you finally got tired of not really, you know, having this, you know, this real sense of that with another person, this is for divine masculine, that you would finally like speed up, you know, and then you would see how like your enterprising spirit as well is also a part of this progression. You know what I mean? Which you kind of always knew, you know, you kind of always got that inclination from the universe, and now you're being given this green light, I guess, to go ahead and do what you got to do in every way, shape, or form. Yeah. Do this. This is the last one. Yeah. Yeah. Because it's not like your length of time of thinking. I don't know who needs this confirmation, but it's not like this length of time thinking hasn't, it's not like it's you know, it's not like it's been invisible to those that matter, which may just be you, which may be your guides, which may be like your just whole internal process, you know, your whole like inner knowing is what I'm getting. So it's one of those things like, no, I know which, you know, which turn to make because I've been here before, you know what I mean? And I feel like that's what this is. It's like, no, I'm going to be confident in my right of mind is what I keep hearing, like my capability to make decisions for myself, because I've been right about so many things. And now that I'm understanding that more, it was finally time for me to really for me to really I don't know, just leave it at that. Spirit saying just leave it at that. Meant what I said, maybe to self, whatever, but or maybe there's a message from divine masculine to divine feminine, or divine feminine to divine masculine, I don't know, but there's definitely some heightened energy. And maybe divine masculine is curious, like, you know, if this is something that will happen. And yeah, I didn't even look at it, but yes, I said yeah and yes. So yeah, you matter in the scheme of things with respect to your manifestation. Why wouldn't you expect that would be a huge part of it, where your person would find you just as delectable as you find them, is what Spirit is telling me to tell you. Like, yeah, don't waste any time. Yeah, Spirit said I would do anything for you. I don't know if that's your higher self. I don't know if that's God. But they also said this is what you need to know about your person too, that they're gifting you with. Look, I can't make it up. So if anybody was confused, there was any Confucius, this should resolve that question. We'll go ahead and take it out. Yeah, if it needs to be reiterated to whomever, you matter. So receiving everything. Yeah, ground yourself, because this is going to really be something that makes you feel differently. And you know that already, because it feels different already than anything that you've ever experienced before. It's supposed to. It's supposed to. Yeah, so this person would never leave your side. That was another part of it. You guys will be dancing, the night away for the rest of your life is what I'm hearing. Yeah, it's like forever and ever. That 7 of Cups, overflowing love. Yeah, I never imagined so much perfection. See, I'm not making this up. Yes. Like, do you think it's so? Then yes. That's what the I think so yes meant to me. Yeah, you're special. You're special to yourself. You're special to your person. And da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Woo! Your person's maybe concerned that, like, if once they hold you, once they have you in their presence, that they gonna want to do a lot more than hold you, but they will hold you. He said, I will hold you. But I'm, the level of attraction from so far away is what really gets this person. It's like, how does this person make me feel like this? Aw, that's so sweet. Well, it was a part of the assignments and procedures. Spirit's like, let me just go ahead and confirm. Yeah, were you diligent, young one? Yeah. So ground yourself. That's literally all it is. Breathe, do your breath work, chew some gum like we said before. Don't be... This is one of the things that that grounding part is really out there. This is one of the things that I have often told my son too, just because of his energy is a lot like mine when I was younger. But like, I'll answer these questions in a second, Divine Masculine. It's okay to slow down in every fashion when you are presenting yourself or a thought or a movement or respect or a gesture or blah, 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 because it helps you, you know this though, Divine Masculine. So I feel like I'm preaching to the choir. It's just maybe the excitement of the newness of, the whole, that this is finally it is really because you've never felt like someone was it before. Okay. All right. And you want to know if this person is going to let you have them. Yes. Yes, whatever you want. Yes, that's what I keep hearing. This person is going to make sure that you feel like, yeah, no, I didn't listen. I know I'm right. I don't know who this is for. I do. And then Divine Feminine, Divine Masculine, both alike. Because both of you are in that nervous energy is what I'm getting. Both of you are like, I'm not going to say nervous. I'm going to say, I don't want to be like Tamar and say nerves guided. Like nervous, excited, but I guess that's the best I can do right now for it. Yeah, it's just the whole like, the fact that you're really learning how to do this. You're really learning how to listen to your heart, right? And it's like you being selfish with yourself has taught you how to, know when to give love and what love you should be receiving is what I'm understanding. That's the selfish part. Like now you know what you should be receiving from another person, how it feels, what it looks like. That's what makes it feel different. Is because you were able to focus on yourself so much that you got what you wanted. That's why it scares you. Yeah, it's an insatiable thing. It's a mutual thing. It's an insatiable, it is definitely something that other people don't get in this lifetime. And that's what the whole purpose of this life, you're going to magnify that. You're going to magnify how to move past this pressure, right? Because you're going to do it because your person is waiting for you. And you know that this person loved you, right? Sometimes because maybe these people, well, it's already come out in the reading that this is a Queen of Wands energy. So you're very, your wand is up in this energy. You know what I mean? Yeah. You lie awake and wake up. Like, I feel like you wake up like, and I feel like it's not it is mutual. Like it's 100% mutual. It's like, it's not, there's no difference between the two of you with respect to how you look and see and, you know, connect with one another. It is very much same but different. But I don't even feel like there's a huge difference, you know, at this stage of things. It's really just kind of like, yeah, the more you kind of see it, you know, it eliminates all concern, you know, and there's no you know, concern from you about what's going on. And anybody that has any concern, I guess their faith will be regenerated once they're able to witness it for themselves. Yeah. Because I hear we're in this love together. We got to love that lasts forever. And like berries on the vine, it grows sweeter all the time. Yeah. It's kind of, yeah, there's a lot of like, kind of delicious energy between the two that, I know they can't get enough of. I'll just put it that way because I don't want to say it the wrong way. They can't get enough of. It's like that Luther Vandross song, Never Too Much. Yeah, never too much. I can't help myself. I don't want nobody else to ever love me. Yep, very much so. There's a lot of dance energy too. So if you've been doing that, that's helping with your sacral chakra energy as well. So just so you know, just so you know, just so you know. All right, I think that was it though, because that's all the decks. I don't feel like I should be pulling anything else at this point. Yeah, I feel like this will just communicate something. If I pull anything else, this will kind of communicate something. Yeah, to people who are trying to combat. You see all of those eyes on the side, right? And then you see that like two of, yeah, see, nah, yeah, we're gonna keep it here. Yeah, they've done all that they can do. Anyway, yeah, it's like 9 of, yeah, So I don't want to get confused. Let's see if I have any more love decks out or close by that I could use for this reading. I don't know. I think that's it. Anybody have any specific questions for themselves? Oh, where's that heart one? I have, and I meant to bring everything upstairs too. All right, well, I'll be back with more readings. Yeah, like if there's any concern, everybody is healing away any addictions. Yep, and focused on their nutrition, their healthiness. Yeah, yep, as they move forward. Yep, it's, I see healing and energy healing and third eye chakra. So everybody's on target is what I'm seeing here. All right, and that's for those who are here to be nosy that we were cutting them out of the mix on. All right, I hope this has been helpful and insightful in some way, shape, or form, and I will catch you on the next. Later.